Holy shit, that is so loud. Jesus. We need a version with like half the volume. Mathis Mookie, can I ask for your help to create a version of that clip with the audio dramatically reduced? Jesus Christ. Almost blew my friggin' ears out. I love the song. I love the song. I love the clip. But holy shit, that's loud. Man. Guys, it is Monday morning, June 10th, 11:05 a.m. American time, which is world time, 11:05 a.m. world time. Original OC with you on the Original OC channel. Big news that's been coming out over the last couple of days, which we're going to cover here. And we'll cover any topics that you want. Open panel, open topic. But I definitely want to cover this article on Hodinky that's been making the rounds over the past couple days. And definitely want to shed some light on this. It's the first time we've seen renders of the new proposed factory in Switzerland, in I think Western Switzerland, Eastern. I don't know where Bien Buell is. I don't know where that actual location is, but let's try to have a little bit of fun this Monday morning. And the way we can have fun is by doing two things. Number one, if you're watching the show, please type in a comment in the chat. If you're watching the show, there's a 99% chance that you're subscribed. I reviewed the analytics, and nobody watches this channel unless you're subscribed. So I know everybody watching is subscribed. So if you're subscribed, that means you can chat. If you can chat, you can type in a comment. So type in a comment in the chat. I'll greet you personally. That's the OC rule. Number two, like the stream. Like the stream. That means that little thumbs up thing. If you're on your phone, you tap it. And let me know what like you are, what number thumbs up you are. And yeah, those are the two things you can do. Other than that, just sit back, relax, enjoy the content. Or you can jump on the panel. The StreamYard link is pinned. The pin is linked. And you can jump on the panel if you want to talk about Rolex or anything else. OC does not shy away from answering any questions. And I want to give a huge shout out to the entire Colony team led by Diego M last night, doing a friggin' great show. I was watching it off and on last night with putting together the framework, the building blocks for a whole host of future content having to do with the teams, the New York team, the Florida team, the LA team, all that stuff. Really, a lot of creative work done there, and it looks like it's going to be the platform and the springboard for a lot of amazing content. So huge shout out to those guys. Good stuff. Good stuff indeed. Let's say hello to the great people in the chat. We have 10 people watching, which means I expect 10 likes. I will check it in a second and see if that is true. We have part of the Florida crew, BW. Good morning, OC. We missed you last night. Yeah, I was watching. I was in and out of the chat. Didn't join the panel, but great stuff last night. Actually, Diego's messaging me behind the scenes, like, "Hey, do you have the image for Cars and Chrono? Hey, do you have the avatar for Double D?" He's like, so I was doing a little bit of like 1 millionth of 1% help behind the scenes, but good stuff, guys. BW, good to have you with us. We have whole milk. Love whole milk. Whole milk says subscribers only mode. What is this? The doc support? No, I'm trying to increase the number of subscribers on the channel. Now, the analytics show, like I said earlier, that anybody who watches this garbage is subscribed already. But just in the off chance that someone is perusing YouTube and they come across this live stream and they're interested in Rolex, but they've never heard of OC before, and they've never heard of the Watch Colony channel or the Archieverse or any of this nonsense, and they find this content interesting, or if they don't, they can subscribe to the channel. So I wanted to create a little reward or a little incentive for people to participate in the chat. So in order to participate in the chat, you have to subscribe. It's force. I'm forcing you. I'm twisting your arm to do it. So that's what I'm doing. Whole Milk, by the way, is a moderator on the channel. That's how much I appreciate Whole Milk. Listen, if you don't have a wrench, don't assume that you're not appreciated. Lots of cool people don't have wrenches too. I'm calling bullshit. No. It's you're subscribed. Otherwise, you wouldn't be commenting in the chat, right? Hey, we have Alex. Alex, good morning. When will this new factory begin operation? Excellent question, and we will be getting to that when we go through the article. Originally, they said that this factory would be online in 2029. I don't know. I don't know if the information has been updated since then, but 2029 still seems like a really, really long time away. Oh man, I mean, they really do think in terms of decades, not in terms of years. The people at Rolex, and they're probably looking at the demand in India, the demand in China, out over the next 2, 3, 4 decades, and figuring out that they listen, as much 1.2 million watches isn't enough. China is an untapped market. India is an untapped market. And so we'll get to the article in a bit. But if you have any questions about anything else, dump them in the chat. No questions will be avoided. BW says, "Yeah, a vote number 1. Thank you, BW. I can always count on you to be there." Also, where's Logan? Where's Logan? He's usually comment number 1 and upvote number 1. Disappointed. Logan's probably busy like prepping his steaks for tonight. Drying them off, trimming them. And Dewey is here. Howdy, y'all. What's up, and Dewey? Hey, is like number 2. I love Pip. Pip, I hope I see you again. One of the highlights of Watch Time New York last October, was meeting Pip and Mrs. Pip and Mrs. Pip. 2 extremely delightful people. Very charming, great attitudes, both watch lovers, and really, really nice people. Very genuine, down to earth, just got along with everybody. Everybody I know said that Pip and Mrs. Pip were like, not that people were surprised, but they were just like, wow, didn't know that someone so cool was hiding in the shadows of the community. He's popped on the panel once in a while, Pip has, but he's kind of more of a commenter, not a panelist, but he's great, really great. Bruce G says, cheers, Bruce G. I say this almost every time, but Bruce G is always someone who's always had my back, always supported me in the chat. from the very beginning, and that does not go unnoticed. It does not go unappreciated. Um, he's always supported me. He's always, um, defended me when there was unfair attacks and slanderous accusations made about me. He always vocalized the truth in the chat. And listen, takes balls to do that. Takes courage. So I really appreciate it. Bullshit. Oh, I get it. Bullshit was a pun on the location of the new factory. OC, don't ruin my jokes. Oh, sorry. Whole milk. I get it. Bullshit, not bullshit. Yeah, Bien Buell, or wherever the hell the name of the place is. Looks like a lovely area. It looks like I think they bought like a gazillion acres of land. They look like for an area that was completely uninhabited and said, "Listen, we're going to dominate this area. We're going to create a whole new industry there. We're going to create a factory. We're going to housing, shopping, retail, everything. I think they're going to basically transform that into the next hotspot in Switzerland." Thank you, Whole Milk, for being here. And we have Alex again with another comment. Okay, so I won't get my steel Daytona until 2029, at least. You could get it sooner. You can get it sooner. Listen, Alex was on the Diego M live stream the other day. What a fantastic unboxing he had. I won't spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it, but he really got a Grail watch. He got a watch that you walk into a party, you walk into a dinner, you walk into an elevator, and man, it's fucking phenomenal. Looks terrific. It's perfect on his wrist. It's a fucking baller of a watch. So I won't reveal what it is. If he wants to reveal it, he can. But I would say go to the Diego M channel and look for the show from a couple of days ago that says like very significant unboxings or something like that. And listen, crack open a nice cold one, or this early in the morning, get a nice cup of coffee and forget watching this garbage. Go over to that show and watch that. That's several hours of really good entertainment. That's what I would say. I'm retiring in 2029, says Bruce G. Seems a long way out, unfortunately. Yeah, it does seem like a long time. 5 years is longer than I've been in the hobby, you know, and it feels like a lifetime for me. And it's only been 4.5 years for me. So, man, 2029. Will we all, if we're all watching these live streams in 2029, something is definitely very wrong. Clip it, Mookie. Clip it and play it back in 2029. Lavishly robust, lavishly fat. Oh, almost whiskey o'clock here in the East Coast. One more hour in the East Coast. East Coast of what? Lavishly. Please let us know. I'm not good with geography. East Coast of what country or continent? One more hour. One more. Maybe he means London. Maybe he's in England, on the East Coast of England. Yeah, because it's probably like 4 o'clock in England, right? Hey, America5726 upvoted. Hey, that's cool. I appreciate the support. And he got us over 10 likes, which is fantastic. I'm trying to increase my subscribers. So if you know anybody who likes watches, have them subscribe to the Watch Colony channel. If you know somebody who doesn't like watches but just likes nonsensical ramblings, then maybe this channel is good for them. Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada. Canuckistan. Got it. Okay. Wow, it's that late already in Eastern Canada? Is that really true? Someone double check the facts. Someone fact check that. Vimal Nair excited about the AD call in 2030. Oh man, waiting for these watches is such bullshit. And then there's other people that say like, "Hey, but after you wait so long, it makes the allocation that much sweeter." Yeah, right. Yeah. I mean, it is true in a way, like, when you finally get the call, you're like, "Yes! I do, I'm special." It's like, yeah, how were you special the 3 years that you waited? Oh, man. Oh, I get it. Cheeky lunchtime drinks, I got it. Yeah, cheeky lunchtime. Okay, cool, cool, cool. That makes sense. Yeah, yeah. Drop a couple of cold ones during lunch, no one's gonna care. Do it. 20 people watching, 20 people watching. Hold on a second, I had to check something. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, 20 people watching. Let's get to this article. Do you wanna go through this article? I think you do. I think you do. This is a great rendering, by the way. It makes it look quite expansive, quite expansive. Green Machine. What's up, Green Machine? Good to see you in the chat. When is this thing? And by thing, he's referring to this Rolex facility, this new factory. When is this thing supposed to be built? I think 2029. 2029. All right. So let's go through the article. When I'm going through the article, I'm not really paying attention to the chat. So forgive me if you're pulling up really, really good comments. I'll check the chat occasionally. But thank you guys for tuning in on this great Monday. I feel like playing Manic Monday. Sometimes I do a reel on Instagram or a story on Instagram, and I almost can't resist using Manic Monday by the Bangles as my musical interlude behind the images. I think that's got to be the best Monday song ever. Written by Prince for the Bangles. It's just such a good song. There's no way you can deny it. If you think there's a better Monday song, type it in the chat. But I'm warning you, it better be good. And don't just throw out your favorite tune and say, "Oh, well, this is a great Monday song." No, it has to be a song. Like, for example, if I say, "What's a great Friday song?" Okay, you can't say like "Freebird." No, it has nothing to do with Friday. Okay, but if you say "Working for the Weekend" by Loverboy, that's a great fucking Friday song because it's all about the anticipation of the weekend. For Monday, it's Manic Monday, and I'm sticking to it. Oh, okay, here's a good one. Here's a good one. Russell says, "Boom Town Rats. I hate Mondays." Okay, that's a good one. That's a fair one. Is it better than Manic Monday? Mm, I don't know. Friday by Rebecca Black. Okay, good one. What the hell? Boston Collector doesn't have a wrench. What the hell? What happened there? What the hell happened there? Well, that was fixed. Good morning. If anybody wants to jump on the panel, the pin is linked and the link is pinned. Monday, Monday. Oh, by the Mamas and Papas. Man, what a great song that is. The harmonies. That's a good one, Whole Milk. I gotta say, I won't sing it. I won't sing it, but boy, it's tempting, isn't it? Everybody wants to sing it. Everyone's singing it in their heads, aren't they? But they're not singing it out loud. Goldfinger, the pride of Trinidad and Tobago, is in the chat. Proud owner of a bunch of cool stuff. By the way, did any of the other stuff that you ordered ever come in? Like the two watches that we talked about last year that you went to Cellini Jewelers for. Did those ever come in, or are you still waiting for those? But proud owner of the Platinum Daytona Goldfinger 0808. Pleasure to have you in the chat. Hey, watch, it's Brian. We have fucking royalty in the chat today. I gotta say, this the creme de la creme is in the chat. I'll put this audience up against any channel in terms of the quality of the people. Sorry. And I gotta say, this is the best quality people on this channel, the Colony channel. Boston's channel and Diego's channel and Lucha's channel. We get the best people. And I'm not just buttering you guys up, but it's true. De-wrenching feels like validation. I don't know how that happened. Uh, how did your wrench get someone that maybe the managing moderator removed your wrench? Hmm. There's a conspiracy theory. Oh, he's still waiting. He's still waiting. He ordered a couple pieces, some fucking killer pieces. I won't reveal what they are. I'll leave you in suspense. Question: is this in your colony channel or through the colony section? What do you mean? Is this in your colony channel or through the colony? I don't know what that means. Well, help me out. I'm not sure what the question is. Is this in your colony? Is this in your channel? What do you mean? What do you mean this? I'm confused, but listen, it's early and I've only had half a cup of coffee. JP Goldencock is with us. OC has a very comforting and holistic audio presence, and I support all his future online endeavors. Thank you, JP. I have listen, I do have a good microphone. I think it's all the microphone. It's not me. It's my voice in and of itself is not very comforting or soothing, but through the proper microphone, it sounds pretty damn good. 2025 October. There you go. That's when he's getting it. So, let's schedule the unboxing now. Guys, October 17th, 2025, an epic unboxing by Goldfinger. Set your notifications now. DL Farms, afternoon, OC from Canada. Is it afternoon there? I think it's morning. It's morning world time. It's 11:24 a.m. world time. Hey, we have Raypad. What's up, Raypad? Evan G says, now I have to listen to Monday. You son of a bitch. Yep. You're singing it in your head. It's going to be amazing. It's a great song. Great song. Love that song. And I love Manic Monday, which I haven't listened to yet, but I will. I just love the piano in that, the melody. Oh, okay. Did you start the StreamYard in your StreamYard section or the Colony channel, OC? The answer is, did you start your stream in the StreamYard section or the Colony channel OC section? Okay, okay, I'm confused. So like we have a shared StreamYard, and the StreamYard contains anybody who has access to our StreamYard has shared controls over the Colony, over Boston Collector, Lucha, I believe, Diego, and my channel. And so when you say, did you start the stream in the StreamYard section or the Colony channel? It's the Colony. Like we all have shared controls. We all have access to the same thing. So if you go to, you must be logged in a different account or something. So when you go to StreamYard.com, you should be automatically logged in with your credentials. And I'm going to do it right now in a different tab just to prove it. If I go to StreamYard.com and you click, you should see my live stream there running. Okay. And it says live. It's under watch column. Okay. I'm not sure what's hard to understand about that. How come Boston? How come you haven't mastered StreamYard? You're a YouTube superstar. Pip says watch time New York 2025. Yeah, that's coming soon. It's going to be fun. It's afternoon on the east coast of Canada. Is there actually a time zone that's that's east of American World Time Zone? Hmm. Okay, 2024. Okay, he's not going to skip 2024 and go straight to 2025. He's Pip's actually going to be at World Time at Watch Time New York 2024. Okay, that's good. That's good. Don't skip 2024. You can select your channel in StreamYard, or you can select your channel under Colony section. Okay, no, in StreamYard it's under the Colony. Man, this is really confusing. You can select your channel in StreamYard. No, not in Stream. So in StreamYard, there's the Watch Colony in the drop down, and you can start a live stream on any channel. Boston, Boston. You can start a channel on your channel, my channel, Watch Colony channel, any channel you want. If you want, hop on. I'll show you in real time. But it's easy. It takes. I'll show you. It takes 30 seconds to show you. Um, okay, your channel is okay. Your channel is set up, Boston. If you click on Create Live Stream, just go under Watch Colony, click Create Live Stream. Okay, you don't have to do it, and it'll show you 4 buttons. It'll show you Watch Colony, OC, Diego, and Boston. Okay, and you can click on any of those, and you can start a live stream on any channel. Okay, now that the internal administrative discussion over. That's it. That's it. That's it. Let's talk about Rolex. Rolex seeks to expand production with a new factory in Buell, Switzerland. The Crown published official renderings and publicly commented on the billion-dollar project for the first time since the news of the expansion was announced back in 2022. Um, Let me change the headline. I'm going to editorialize the headline a little bit. Rolex seeks to dominate the entire Swiss watch market. Rolex seeks to dominate the entire production of Swiss watches with a new factory that will catapult them into pure pure monopoly, something like that. Rolex produced 1.24 million. I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger for you guys, so you can read along if you want. You want to do that? You want to read along, or you don't have to read along because my voice is so calming and soothing. It puts you right to sleep. Rolex produced 1.24 million timepieces in 2023 with sales of 10.1 billion Swiss francs. That's 11.5 billion US dollars, according to Bloomberg via Morgan Stanley's annual report on watches. Despite those impressive figures, production looks set to rise significantly with a new manufacturing facility in Buell, which is set to open in 2029 and was first announced in 2022. Buell is a small municipality in the district of Gruyere. Wow, that sounds like cheese. Gruyere, that's the name of the cheese. Parmigiani is not going to have a monopoly on cheese watches. Check it out. Rolex is moving to Gruyere, guys, situated in the canton of Freiburg. And I'm pronouncing it the German way, Freiburg. According to the Swiss newspaper NZZ, or NZZ, as you might say, Rolex published an official press release last Tuesday that included the first official photographic renderings of the new complex. This official communication came a mere 3 days before a building permit was officially submitted and published in the Feuille officielle du Canton de Freiburg, whatever the F that means. And there we have a rendering of a massive looking facility. Rolex is one of the most integrated watch manufacturers in Switzerland, and its components are, for the most part, produced internally. The Rolex Group employs approximately 14,000 people worldwide, with about 9,000 of that workforce located in Switzerland. Its world headquarters are situated in Acacias in Geneva, where the watches are developed and assembled, while the movements are manufactured in Bienne. The brand's watch cases and bracelets are produced in Plan de Ouates. Is that Plan de Ouates? Plan Les Ouates, along with the dials, Cerachrome bezels, and Cerachrome bezel inserts. Finally, the brand's gemology and gem setting expertise is located in Schönburg. The new location in Buell will make up a fifth of the luxury watch manufacturer and will employ around 2,000 workers. According to NZZ, the Buell facility will consist of four production buildings connected by a central building. Rolex is aiming to attain the highest level of BREEAM, that's BREEAM, Building Research Establishment Environmental Assessment Method certification, which would be a first for an industrial building in Switzerland. The objective is to reduce the energy consumption of buildings by 10% compared to a more conventional design. Cool. Let me just pull up something else here. Give you guys a little bit of visual eye candy. Oops. There you go. That's a little blurry. Here we go. How about that? The planned 100,000 square meter facility, 100 square meter facility in Buell is set to cost upward of 1 billion Swiss francs. In the meantime, to aid in speeding up its manufacturing capacity, Rolex has built three temporary factories in Romont and Villers Saint Pierre. These three new temporary sites will have between 250 to 300 Rolex employees, all of whom are slated to transfer to the Buell location in 6 years. Is it just me or is this shot blurry? This is like this shot was done in 3D. Like you have to put 3D glasses on to see it. Boom. Yeah. Weird shot. How about it's blurry? Blurry. Let's check out the comments in the chat. What do you guys think about this? Fella is in the chat. Fella says this is why long term they go up with inflation. Uh, Zero real return. None of these are investments. They generate a true loss. Fella's trying to bait the collectors in the chat. Nice job. Nice job, fella. I love that. And Boston retorts, watches are excellent sources of retail arbitrage, and objectively rare ones are great investments. Boom, take that, fella. uh, Whole Milk says the objectively rare watches aren't made in 100,000 square meter facility. I was surprised that what some of the Rolexes went for at the Phillips auction yesterday. Um, there were some that went for over 100,000, some over 200,000. You know, like 36 millimeter day dates that went for over 200,000. Weird stuff. I wonder, Evan G says, I wonder if there's a large market downturn if Rolex will open up contract manufacturing for other brands with their new facility. I wouldn't think so. I don't think so at all. They do have some subsidiaries. Like Tudor has a joint venture with Kinesi, right? Where Kinesi manufactures movements for Tudor, and they also do it for Breitling and a couple other brands like Nomos, or I can't remember what the brands are. But I don't think, I think Rolex is so secretive and Rolex is so vertically integrated. They want to keep everything Rolex. I mean, over the last two or three decades, they've bought case manufacturers, they bought gem setting operations, they bought dial companies, they bought people who make parts, people who make screws. You know, they've bought those companies. So and recently, as you know, they even bought a retailer, which people thought they would never ever do. I mean, if you asked me 3 years ago, would Rolex ever get into retail? Everybody said, nah, they don't want to deal with that nonsense. But here they are owning Booker. So big changes, and they're extremely vertically integrated. Evan G says, "Well, Intel said they wouldn't do it, but they're doing it." We'll see. We'll see if there's. We'll see how much capacity they have. So that's what I wanted to cover today. And big news by Hodinky. Well, it's not really big news, but just official renderings of the facility because they had to submit building permits, and in order to submit the permits, they had to submit renderings, and they just got out ahead of it and dropped these in the press, so you wouldn't be so you could get your information ahead of time. Alex says, "I wonder if they will buy watches of Switzerland next. Maybe, maybe they'll just let Bucherer buy watches of Switzerland, right? So they'll kind of keep their hands clean. Like they'll just tell Bucherer, hey, you guys merge with Watches of Switzerland.' I mean, I think much more logical, to be honest, is that Bucherer will buy 1916 Company. I think that is basically what the smart people at 1916 Company. Shout out to Justin Rice and all the Govbergs. What they did is basically make themselves very, very attractive for acquisition. They have Govberg, they have Watchbox, they have Hyde Park Jewelers, they have Radcliffe Jewelers. They are officially Rolex CPO, which means they went all in backing Rolex on that project. So I would say that they are, and they're probably $400 or $500 million operation. So I think what 1916 Company has done is pretty tempting to Bucherer. Watches of Switzerland is not an American company, and but neither is Bucherer, right? Bucherer is Swiss. So anyway, those are my ramblings, and I'm sticking to it. Next step is for Rolex to clone people and then have those people brainwashed. That's right, manipulated into buying more Rolex. And Dewey asks, did they specifically say this is for new production, or will they use this to refurbish timepieces through the CPO program? That's a great question. I think this facility is so big that it's not just a service center. It's not just a service center where they have watchmakers disassembling watches, putting new movements in, and servicing watches. I think this is a 2 or 3 decades out planning to make sure that they have capacity. So when China, the Chinese economy turns around, the Indian economy continues to grow. There may be other developed nations around South America, whatever. They want to be prepared for the next decade and the decade to come. And as much as I'm surprised that Rolex continues to sell everything they make, they do at retail. And there's no signs of that slowing down. So, hey, let's build some more factories. Is it risky? Mm, I don't know. I think they have pretty good economists there. I think they know what they're doing. Hey, MD Chaz is in the chat. He says, and these are good sources, I believe, reputable sources. Uh, the new factory might be able to pump out 50 Pepsi bezels a year. There you go. The shortage is over. The shortage will be over. You know, they're training. Those two old ladies are training the next generation of Pepsi bezel um, creators, developers, producers, whatever. I don't know, what do they call it? The people who are responsible for creating those bezels. Why buy 1960 company when you can get luxury bazaar for 1/4 of the price? How about 1/100th of the price? Uh, 1/4 of the price. How much do you think luxury bazaar is worth? I mean, This 1916 company is probably worth several $100 million or more. I don't think they're worth. I think they're worth several $100 million if they were to be bought, maybe more, but not over a billion. But Luxury Bazaar is basically worthless. No offense. I don't want to say anything negative. Never mind. Okay, forget it. But you know, Luxury Bazaar is not something that would be in the in the that wouldn't be a company that would be under consideration. 1916 company. There, as a matter of fact, I was talking with Danny Godberg a few weeks ago, and he invited me to go check out their new service center. They're building a new service center. They just opened, and he actually hasn't even been to it. He said he was waiting for a good time to go. I'm going to reach out to them and see if we can arrange a visit there. But they're going to have the capacity to do. I think he said 8,000 watches a year. So it's going to be pretty big. For Rolex, that's not big though, because the Rolex CPO program is going to. I mean, they want to scale that to do tens of thousands of watches a year. Maybe even at some point hundreds of thousands of watches a year to service. So we will see. The two old ladies that manufacture the Pepsi bezels will be housed in Building 2. Correct. How did you know that? Pip really has the inside information. Boston is pontificating. It makes sense for Rolex to cut the smallest authorized dealers and add medium ones slowly while squeezing the bigger ones. Then eventually own everything. Yep. There you go. Look, over 30 people. Well, I'm not sure why. But look, we're very, very close to 20 upvotes. I think we're at 19. If you're watching this channel, number one, type in a comment in the chat so I can say hi to you. Number two, like the live stream. I want to get to, with 32 people watching, I'd like to get to 22 likes. And I think you can do it. I am hopeful and confident you can do it. So start clicking and tapping. And let's get to 22 likes. The link is pinned and the pin is linked. I'm not going to drop it in the chat. The panel is open. The topics are open. So I don't care what you guys want to talk about. We can talk about anything. If there are any interesting new releases, other than the King Seiko, no offense, but I will not be covering the introduction of the new King Seiko. If you are interested in the King Seiko, check out some other channels. This is the OC channel where we don't cover that. Hey, Christopher Negroni is in the chat. Good morning. Welcome. It's 8:46 in the 3 hours away from American time zone in California. Good morning to you, sir. 24 likes. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. If you just joined us this morning, we are covering the renderings, the leaked, the Yes, I'm muted. How did that happen? Um, thanks, guys. Thanks for letting me know. If you like the new King Seiko, don't forget to hit the upvote button. Thank you, Whole Milk. If you're just joining us, these are leaked images of the new facility in Buell, Switzerland, the new Rolex facility that they'll be building for 2029. Evan G says originally they were on par with each other, but in the current lineup, King Seiko is below Grand Seiko. Thank you very much. I would agree with that. Grand Seiko is above King Seiko. Yeah, and I will absolutely not be covering the new King Seikos. That is something that I will definitely not be doing. But I will show you a picture. There you go. Thanks, guys, for letting me know about the audio issue. I think I accidentally tapped the mute button on my microphone. Hope I wasn't, hope I wasn't out for long. Actually, the interesting thing is the number of viewers went up while I wasn't talking. So the show is better without me. Maybe I'll just remove myself. Here, how about this? The show will get a lot better. Ready, go. Yep, viewers went up. There you go. It's proven. We have a proven methodology to grow the channel. Just remove OC and mute his audio. I don't like these watches. No offense to people that do, and no offense to the brand. I know people like Seiko. Good for you. I know people like these turtle shaped cases. Good on you. Good on you. But I don't like these. Don't like the shape. I don't like the way the bracelet integrates to the case. I don't like anything about it. I don't like anything about it. How about that? How about that for spice? Let's get rid of these images. Get rid of them. There we go. Now I feel better. Rolex, the Rolex factory in Buell, Switzerland, coming in 2029. Hey, we have APIZ in the chat. What's up, APIZ? Will be great to see you in London. Okay, cool. I'm looking forward to meeting everybody in London. I have announced, for those of you who don't know, I am going to London. I'm going to be at the Time London event on Saturday, the 15th of June, and I've been invited to attend an event at BQ Watches, my first time at BQ Watches, on Sunday, the 16th of June. So if you're going to be in the London area, come out and see me and a whole bunch of great people. Red Shovel's going to be there, and Jamie and T and Tickers and Dodger, a whole bunch of cool people. So come out. Yeah. Hey, No Endless Time. How are you, my friend? No Endless Time from Germany. He's such a good guy. It was great to meet him in Geneva at Watches and Wonders. Super nice guy. Beautiful wife. He really had a good time. And I had one of the greatest times I had was we went to the Cartier exhibit. No Endless Time and Mrs. Time or Mrs. Endless looking at Cartiers, and just two really sweet people. Follow No Endless Time on Instagram. You don't have to drop the link for them. You can just find it. Just go to Instagram, type in No Endless Time. You'll find him. Great collection, really nice guy, and it's just a real pleasure to meet the guy. Hey, Cloud Ken, New York City in the house. Just joined. So these factories are supposed to kill the watch market. I don't know if they're going to. They're certainly poised to increase Rolex's domination in the Swiss luxury watch market for sure. Because I mean, they're already at what 30% of the market, and add another million watches. Jeez, it's gonna be crazy. Looking at the Parmigiani Tonda PF micro rotor no date with the golden Sienna dial. Hmm. Hmm. Golden Sienna. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Is it this one? Is it this one? Just let me know. This is a I like Parmigiani. I this is just a very masculine, minimalist, conservative watch. To me, this is like a date eight. Um, in the sense that it to me it gives off the same vibes as a date eight. It's just it's a luxury sport dress watch. It's blingy. It's conservative. It's masculine. It's minimalist. I like everything. I love how the bracelet integrates with the case. I love the combination of polished and brushed. Look at at how they do the lugs. See, the lugs are polished, and then that polished part continues seamlessly into the bracelet. Beautifully done. These also tend to have a platinum bezel. How come there's only one fucking picture? Are you kidding me? What kind of website is this? What kind of website is this, man? Jesus. I'm serious. Are these guys out of their fucking minds? Watches, collections. Okay. Tonda. Maybe there's a place with different images, but are you telling me when I click on that product, I only see one fucking picture? God, this website's fucking shit. Show me the watches. Where are the watches? Jesus, what a disaster. Discover our collect. Yeah, I want to discover their collections. Show me the watches. Tonda PF. Okay, let's see. I'm going to click on this. That's it. I get one picture of the watch. That you want me to spend? Okay. Whoo. All right. Good. Scroll down. How come I can't click on it and make it bigger? Okay. Like, jeez, these fuckers. Shit. Really pissed me off. Okay, 7.8 millimeter thickness. That's cool. I mean, it is. It's a beautiful watch. I think this even has a platinum bezel. Let's see here. Let me just double check. Yeah. Oh, holy shit! Oh yeah. Okay. So the bezel's platinum, 7.8 millimeter thick, nice micro rotor, 23,500 Swiss francs. It's expensive. You could probably get a nice discount. For those in the United States, go to Cellini Jewelers. Shout out to Rosanna. Give a call to Cellini, ask for Rosanna. Tell her that OC sent you. Yeah, this is nice, but when you have your choice of so many watches, is this really going to rise to the top? That's really the issue. Does this rise to the top of all of all the watches that are available? I want to say hi to Christian Fresh. What's up, Christian? Thanks for joining us today. We have over 20 people watching. That's pretty cool. Let me pull up. Um, oh, that's a nice picture. I'll pull up my Instagram. Thank you, no endless time. This is a picture from No Endless Time on his wrist in Geneva. Check it out. Looks good. Looks good on him. Yeah, it's a good looking watch, no doubt about it. Parmigiani produces only 2,000 watches per year over all the product lines. Yeah, I know, but for them, that's a lot. I mean, Long only produces 3,000, right? And Longa is very, very popular. So like these guys produce 2,000. I mean, that doesn't sound like like a little bit. It sounds like too much. Vempe in New York has only one in stock. Hey, if you want if you want me to pick that one up for you, let me know. I can I can talk to them. I'll have it set aside for you. And if you want it, I doubt it'll sell between now and October. If you want to come to Watch Time New York in October, we can save it for you. I'll put a deposit for you. Slides under a cuff perfectly. There you go. It does. Um, let's see if there are any other pictures here. That's a nice picture. Thank you for sharing that. No endless time. Parmigiani has three main collections: chicken, eggplant, and of course veal. Yeah, the name, Parmigiani, the name. Hey, Tom Voss is in the chat. Greetings from the Canada crew. What's up, Tom? Good morning. Hope you're doing good or well, as the case may be. Oh, he bought it from Germany. I bought the watch from Wimpe in Germany. Good for you. Congratulations. Jump on the stream when you get it and unbox it. It's a good watch. Good looking watch. Yeah, very. It wears really nice. I've tried this on in person as well. Not the with this particular dial, but it's good watch. They need to improve the website. By the way, if you just joined us, we have official renderings from Rolex of the new facility being built in Buhl, Switzerland. Massive new facility opening in 2029. I want to know who's going to be the person that gets us the 30 likes. Who's the person who clicks or taps on the thumbs up to get us the 30 likes? Someone's going to be that person. When you do it, type a comment in the chat. I would like to acknowledge you. Someone just tapped on it and realized, oh shit, I just unliked. That happens, man. That happens. You're like, hey, I'll like it. And then you realize, oh shit, I liked about, you know, 20 minutes ago. So I just unliked. So yeah, so we need a couple of likes now to get us to 30. Sometimes, see, if I say you can be number 30, someone will intentionally unlike. So when someone else likes and becomes 29, they can tap and become 30. People are pretty freaking vicious. You know, they're very cunning and conniving. They're like, oh, okay, I'll be number 30. I'll unlike. And when someone else pretend, is almost number 30, I'll swoop in and steal it the last second. But let's give credit. I'm going to give credit to Tom Voss. Let's say Tom Voss was number 30. Congratulations to Tom Voss. You win a pair of Ginsu steak knives, complete with Shinjitsu polishing. So that's it. That's the show. That's all I wanted to do today. Now the It's either going to be over 1 hour. We hit 1 hour. That's it. Nothing else to cover. If there are no further comments in the chat, or nobody wants to jump on the panel, then we'll give it a few more minutes. All right. We have a question. OC, will you live stream with Marcelo in London? I don't have any plans to live stream. I don't have any plans to live stream at all. So I'm not really like a gonzo live streamer. So if when I'm walking around, I'm gonna be enjoying like talking to people, meeting people, getting to know people, shooting the shit. I'm not gonna be live streaming. If other people are live streaming, good for them. But live streaming, this is gonna sound funny. Clip it, Mookie. Live streaming is not my life. As I'm sitting on a live stream alone in the middle of the day. But I just had a break in the schedule from like 11 to 1, so I thought I'd just jump on. And a lot of people have been asking about these images that appeared on Hodinky about the new factory. So I thought I'd just create a live stream and walk you guys through it for those of you who are not familiar. But no, I'm not going to be live streaming from London, although I will be in London for those events. And looking forward to seeing a whole bunch of great people there. Brian says, I will hop on in 2 minutes. Okay, shit, I better close the stream down fast. Let's wrap it up so Brian doesn't hop on. We don't want that to happen. No, I'll stick around. I'll stick around if Brian wants to hop on. Thank you guys for all the likes. Thanks for subscribing. I really, really, really appreciate it. I'm trying to get to 500 500 subscribers. Believe it or not, I can't believe this channel, which like didn't even exist like a few weeks ago, has a bunch of great subscribers. I'm trying to get to actually 500, and that's impossible because what do you mean link? The link is pinned in the chat. If you can't figure out how to click on the link, Brian, come on. And the other thing is, you also don't you have keys to the channel, or you don't have? Yeah. All right. See, he figured it out. I didn't have to drop the link.
I found the link.
What's
You
up?
tried to hide it from me.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. You tried to hide it. I had to scroll to the top of the page. You know how much how much that hurt my finger?
Your finger, it was injured for a variety of other reasons, which we won't get into.
Shush. Don't get personal here.
It's hard not to because you're in the land of Disney where Mrs. OC wants to be, and
if I send you a video on Instagram or WhatsApp, can you show it on the stream?
Yes, well, a video. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you message it to me, just one video. Yeah. Not multiple, just one image or one video.
Which one do you want? Instagram or WhatsApp?
Oh, WhatsApp is even better.
Okay. And just mute the audio. Otherwise, you will get copyright slammed and banged.
Okay. Hey, we don't want to be gang banged on the show.
Yes, you will be attacked by the evil empire. Yeah. But I thought I'd share this with the crew because this is what I was doing last night before I got back after being exhausted because God, it was hot yesterday.
You were gang banged yesterday?
No.
Okay, no. I'm having trouble following the topics.
Yes, I was overdosed with pixie dust. shall we say.
Pixie dust. So you were
Yeah.
gangbanged. Let's see. Stop
No.
screen and then present. Share. I'm going to walk you guys through what I'm doing. Share a window. Boom.
It's
Boom.
it's 2 minutes of good visuals, but just don't play the audio because otherwise the
Audio's
Walt Disney
muted.
Company will be mad at you. But
Audio is muted.
yeah, and then we can talk over it, and then you can see the magic that happens. That is my backyard. We went to the Magic Kingdom last night, so this is not from my backyard, but this is from inside the park. And it's very poor video. Why is it rendering so weird?
Sometimes WhatsApp will do that, right?
Yeah. Anyway, you can show it to Mrs. OC, and she might be happy for a few minutes.
She's images of Disney, Star Wars, or Legos always make her happy. So
we were actually down near Legoland earlier in the day yesterday. Have not gone to Legoland. We'll definitely.
It's a great place to go if it's a beautiful day outside because it's just like a lot of walking and viewing. It's like an outdoor museum kind of in a way. So it's like you're not doing anything like you are at Disney World. You're not engaged in any activities and attractions. You're mainly just walking around looking at stuff.
There goes Tinkerbell, right above me.
Flies. That's right. For those of you who haven't seen this show, and by the way, that drone show that they do is just fucking insane.
Oh, the Disneyland Paris nighttime show with the drones is even crazier. They actually have Captain Hook's pirate ship flying towards the castle, attacking it.
Yeah, some of the stuff that they do at Disneyland with these amazing shows with projection. Like if you're up close and you see the castle, the stuff that they're doing with the projection is unbelievable.
You can't see. We couldn't. I didn't want to fight the crowd to get a decent spot for the projection.
Yeah, but you've obviously seen it, and it's just
yeah.
If you've never been to Disney World and seen like the castle, the Magic Kingdom show, whatever they call the show these days, but seen what they do with the castle and the images, how they project onto it, the technology is just incredible. And then you combine that with the fireworks, and then ultimately the drones. It's just like so phenomenally well produced, and the music, the speakers blasting at you.
The drone show now at Disney Springs is completely free to go to. You don't have there's no park ticket required.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, but so the last night we just went over there about 6:30 and had a quick little dinner thing and went on the Haunted Mansion and Dumbo, got a cup of coffee, went and watched the fireworks, and then took the hour process to get back to your car.
But you said it was blazing hot weather?
Oh, we got home at about 10 minutes to 11, and my outdoor thermometer at the pool. I went and checked on the pool to make sure that the watch market wasn't in it, floating face down.
Right.
And the outdoor thermometer said 84.
Wow.
At 11 p.m.
Yep, that's hot. That's hot. By the way, the chat has completely dried up. I think everyone is in awe of these images. They're so stunned at how great these images that they're speechless. There's no comments. People are still watching, but there's no words to describe. Tinkerbell, look, there she goes, flying through the air.
Wee. And she blew a kiss at me once she got over the top of me.
This is a kid-friendly show. Let's keep it clean. Keep it clean.
Now I'm almost pretty sure I was the only person in the park last night that was wearing an AP Royal Oak chronograph. Because I don't see many fine wristwatches in the parks.
Speaking of lovers of all things collectible, including
Hey, how's it
AP.
going, guys?
What's up, Boston? How was the
Happy
grocery store?
Monday afternoon. Oh, lovely. It's nice when everything costs $7. It's much easier to calculate how much you're spending. It's ridiculous sometimes. You know what's the biggest scam? Snack foods.
Hey,
Really?
I like
Yeah.
my snack foods.
If you look at the price per pound of snack foods, it's like more than filet mignon for like popcorn, organic popcorn. I mean, it's stupid. You just get hammered. Anyway, what are you guys talking about? Disneyland?
No, we're talking about Rolex and their new amusement park that they're opening in Buell, Switzerland. It will
Yeah.
feature 17 attractions, a water ride, and the world's largest roller coaster, which will be named the Waitlist.
Are they going to call it CPO Land?
They are going to have CPO Land. It's going to be,
Ooh, that's the best.
yeah. And by the way, CPO Land it'll be an extra fee to get in, and
Ooh.
you have to wear beige.
And then there's
the Daytona ride. It takes you 5 years to get on the wait list to be able to ride it.
well, and then then there'll be a super premium club that you have to be invited to pay extra membership to get to, and it'll be called Off Catalog Land.
Mm-hmm. That's a good idea. The rainbow ride is in there.
Remember, right? They have a giant Ferris wheel in the shape of a dodgy bezel.
This is a great idea.
I know they should definitely do Rolex World.
Oh, it'd be instant success.
I would move there.
Oh yeah.
Then they could have a cheaper, discounted version of that park right down the street and call it Tudor Town.
Yeah.
How far can we go with this?
Well, I think you could do a whole show just based on this premise.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Tudor Town.
Actually, that dodgy bezel thing, that could be like a thrill ride where you get on it and everything goes wrong. And then at the end, a year later, you get off and it's all fixed.
That's a good idea.
Right.
I like it. Yeah. So this is 6 years out. Is that what they said?
Yeah, it's 5 years out. Robinhood, I'm just going to remove your comments. They're really not appropriate. I just don't want to cover that kind of subject matter on my channel.
Yeah.
So sorry. Just don't take any personal offense, but just like not interested. There are plenty of other channels where you can talk about that stuff. So, but not here.
Mm-hmm.
No offense, but
No offense.
No offense, but
No
just not
offenses.
interested in that stuff. So,
You know what else they could do? They could do a ride through in a laboratory where you go in and you see how they create the Rollosaurus Rex, and then it attacks you, and then you get out safely.
yep.
Yeah.
Would it be funny, like if you went up, like you were trying to get in line for a ride, and then the Rolex, the people that were there, like the ride operators, the control people, they're like SAs, and they say, "Oh, would you?" It's like, what ride are you interested in? Oh, obviously this ride I'd like to get in. Oh, I'm sorry, this ride is all full.
You'll have to go wait over there in Tudor Town for 4
That's
years.
right. That's right. But if you like to visit our kiddie rides in Tudor Town, feel free to check those out. And by the way, after you've ridden 5 Tudor Town rides, come back with your stamped ticket, and then we might let you buy some merchandise at the Rolex store.
And then about 6 minutes after Rolex introduces Rolex World, the amusement park, there'll be a fake version of it in China.
There can be an AD ride where you get on and you can never leave. Yeah.
Oh. There could be a ride that's just called the wait list, and you just are sitting in it. It's just there's no ride. It's just a line, and you just get to the end, and you're like, oh,
It's
I've
actually
just been waiting. I've just been waiting for 2 hours. Okay.
it's a very long half-mile-an-hour moving walkway that you just stand on in front of a blank wall, and the audio system behind you is just yelling sales associate insults at you.
And there'll be signs along the way that say, "This way to the Panda Daytona."
Yeah.
You're almost there. Keep going. Just buy this diamond ladies date just. You're so close.
And part of the walkway will be elevated, so you could actually see that there is a second walkway where, like, every minute or so, someone else walks by and bypasses the entire line.
Negroni had a great comment. He says it sounds like hell.
Yeah.
Well, that's
true.
the Rolex purchasing experience. What are you talking about? But yeah, every minute or so, you just see an endless stream of people bypassing the wait list.
Yeah.
You know,
They can have a stainless steel carousel where you can't see the movement, and then for the elite, a platinum carousel where you can see the movement.
Ooh. And there's a line farther down that people pay, and then they can cut you.
Yep.
You see all these people cutting you. Hey, that's not fair. Sorry, they paid.
Oh. On the drive up to the park, there's gray market dealers selling VIP tickets at 3 times market price.
That's a good idea.
Mr. G is in the chat. What's up, Sean? The exclusive line. Yep. We have Chili Badger in the chat. What's up, Chili? Good to see you. Boston, you see Boston Collector walk by. He passes you by with a box of eclairs.
It's true.
True. That's a good one. Yep.
I don't know if the eclairs is the best choice, but
yeah, pastries. Any kind of those macaroons, those special macaroons that you get.
Yeah. You can't get any kind of pastry because you have to think about shelf life, you have to think about the messy factor. You know.
Monsieur, for 3 croissants, I can get you to the fucking front of the line.
What's
Jonathan Quayle.
What's funny is it might be that easy.
Oh yeah, it could be. Listen. Higgins is in the chat. What's up, Jonathan? Good to see you here. Goldfinger just says, just spoke with Rosanna. They robbed Cellini the other day. Shit. Who's they? Rolex? No, hold on a second. Let me see if I can find something about that.
Robbed Cellini?
It's funny. They did. Remember when they broke in before Watch Time in New York in 2022? They did that. They had a big robbery there.
OC, I think we need to educate Mr. Higgins because he asked if there will be a factory outlet at the compound. And unfortunately, in his love of Longa and all German watches, he doesn't realize that Rolex does not make mistakes. Everything is perfect. There would be no need for an outlet.
Yeah, no need.
This might be one of those robberies where they break in and then they don't take anything and they just leave because they don't recognize any of the watches.
Yeah. Treble says the outlet will have the Yachtmaster too. There you go.
And the date 41.
Oh, hate that thing. No, they called it the date 82 at the time.
That's right.
Everything with a 2 except the
It's
GMT Master 2. Yeah, and well, they still have the Explorer 2. They still have the GMT Master 2.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the Date 82, the Date Just 2, and the Yachtmaster 2 are history. Exit through the gift shop. There you go. Just like every other ride.
They have a very tall tower, and on top of that tower is all these lines coming off of it, and that's where they put all the swag out there, but you can never reach it.
Some people get the swag.
Higgins calling me out for Instagram, Instagram Photoshop stuff. Just ask OC. Longa made a mistake on all their big dates because they left the 0 off, right?
They accidentally installed in the movement a whole bunch of blank discs or discs with blank spaces. By the way, I want to highlight something of which you may not be aware. This is breaking news. Let's see here. Where will I find this breaking news? Right here. Boom. Tonight on the Watch Colony channel, is the title of the show is Another Unboxing? Miami Crew Strikes Back. So that's tonight.
Yo, jabronis.
That means it's definitely the Boston crew and not the Miami crew.
I think that this
just
is
by the title.
This is scheduled for tomorrow night. Sorry, is it supposed to be tomorrow night or tonight?
I don't know.
People in the chat, let me know. Hold on a
I
second.
don't think anybody's here.
Okay. Okay, it's going to be tomorrow night. It's going to be tomorrow night. Make sure you subscribe to the Watch Colony channel. And make sure you hit turn on your notifications for the show tomorrow night. Another unboxing. Miami Crew Strikes Back. So, Boston, do you care to comment a little about this development, which is not really a development, it's just a picture that shows, yep, they're building a factory, which we knew that they were going to do. It's still on track for 2029. Cool.
It's only a fifth of their production. That's crazy. Look how big that thing is. That's what they said, right? Fifth of production.
I think a fifth of their workforce. But you know, a lot of their stuff is more and more automated.
Yeah.
So
the at the end of the day with Rolex, the issue is they could make the demand's probably at least 5 million watches a year. The actual demand, right? Especially on the hotter models. So even if they double their production to 2 million, they're only scratching the surface. And what happens with like a Rolex is the more watches they make, the more it advertises for them too, in a weird way, because it's on more risks, right? So it only the demand doesn't necessarily get quenched by extra watches. It's kind of my point.
Your working theory.
That's my working theory. It's kind of like the moon swatch, right? Like we saw how many ridiculous number they sold, but they're continuing to sell, right? I mean, maybe they're not sold out, but I'm sure they're selling, going to sell over 1 million this year too. And it's like everybody, Eddie Mao, who's traveling, said everybody's wearing them in Europe because they're safe. And, so if everybody's wearing it, everybody sees that as an option, and that just catches on even more. So I don't know. It'll be interesting. I think everybody just says, oh, more watches. That means, they'll be easier to get, but that's not necessarily the case when you have such a far exceeding demand on the watches, which is a very hard thing to judge how much demand actually is there.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, Rolex is going to know. They wouldn't be doing this. I think they're pretty smart. They wouldn't be doing this unless they knew for sure that there would be enough demand. The last thing they want to do is create a situation where watches are in cases, their retailers are dumping watches to gray dealers or bundling with gray dealers to sell hot pieces to them and take
Mhm.
2 or 3 undesirable pieces. That was never, I mean, they survived doing it and thrived, but I don't think, given the choice, I don't think they want to go back to that. They'd rather
Right.
have the retailers be able to sell those watches to end user customers who will love and wear the watches and
I
not
agree.
sell them. So it's fascinating to think that they have the foresight to be able to really increase production while not challenging or not risking that situation reoccurring again.
Yeah, and I think that Rolex is very safe because you look at the other brands that are competitors of Rolex, those brands are selling X amount of watches. Even if Rolex doubles, you know, that just could be taking away watches from an Omega or, you know, some of the other competitors. It's not necessarily that you have to find a greater increase in watch customers. It just could be stealing customers with increased amount of those watches, because we saw it when there was really poor supply. Everybody started buying Omegas and Tudors were sold out, and you know, kind of went to tag a little bit, but not much. So they have a pretty good idea of what the market is.
I would hope.
Yeah. And they, of course, they get real-time data too as they ship the watches as to, you know, what's getting sold, how quickly. So they have tremendous amounts of data. And then they have even more data now that they're integrated into Booker system. I mean, think about how valuable that data is from Booker, where they can look and see the spend history of all of their clients, not just Rolex. Like they can see everything.
But you assume that data is being trickled up above the Booker or executive level to Rolex. I don't think that's necessarily the case. I think that
at
it's
least
still
the Rolex spend, right? The Rolex, the history of Rolex spend at Booker is probably transferred to Rolex at this point. I would assume.
I don't assume that. I think I think those are completely separate companies, and for privacy and for respect of the customer data, that there's a lot of implications for. There's absolutely zero reason why Booker would share that with a parent company. There's just no reason to do that. I just don't see that high level of coordination yet. I think Rolex knows how many they've shipped to Booker. I think Booker, the executive management, knows who their customers are, and that's all that Rolex cares about, is that Booker does a fine job managing their customers.
Yeah. I mean, maybe that's enough. I'm sure there's a lot of communication between high-level Booker and high-level Rolex as well, as to like demand in the market for certain things.
Is it a coincidence that Rolex is building a factory in a town? Well, the town's name is Buell. Does that mean bubble in French? Does Buell mean bubble?
No idea.
Yeah, and actually, and the canton is Freiburg, but the municipality, I think, is called Gruyere. Did you know that?
Mm-hmm.
So the town is located in like a section called Gruyere, which that's the second cheese. They don't want to just be second cheese; they want to be top cheese. They don't want Parmigiani.
They're buying up all the
cheese.
cheese too. They own all the cheese factories.
They're gonna have all the cheese. Parmigiani, they're gunning for you. By the way, there's another thing that's happening. It was a tremendous week of auctions and stuff going on in New York. And this week is the conclusion of this online auction at Sotheby's.
Oh, Sotheby's too.
So Sotheby's is doing another auction. So they did the Sylvester Stallone auction. They did 200 watches there, but they're doing another 300 watches in an online auction that closes tomorrow at this time, tomorrow morning. And if you want to peruse maybe we'll do a whole show about this tomorrow morning or something like that, or maybe tonight, or I don't know, where we just go through all of these lots. There's 344 lots here, and let me just quickly sort by high to low. So just to give you an example of some of the higher end pieces that are available. Let me see if I can just bring this down a little bit. You got Richard Mille RM50. No bids so far. Okay, no bids. F. Pijorn.
What's the starting bid on that? 950,000.
950. Yeah.
Whew. That's a lot. That's a lot to spend not at Richard Mille.
Yes, it is. Yeah. F. Pijorn Souverain Remontoir. There's already a $400,000 bid.
Mm-hmm.
One bid up, but only one bid.
Is that ruthenium?
That's how much they told me I had to open the bid for.
That is a 2010, and it is with a, let's see, diamond set dial, platinum and baguette diamond case, sapphire case back, 18 karat gold. It doesn't say that it doesn't say that the dial is ruthenium.
Mm-hmm.
So it's from 2010.
Home Milk says RM is dead. Let's see. Did you know that?
RM is, listen, Brody is, it was offered the 6701 rose gold, I believe. $202,000. That's a lot of money.
Cheap.
Cheap.
Yeah, the titanium one's been going up in value in the secondary, and a few others, but yeah. Recently, it's jumped. I think 35,000. I think it's like 185 now. Jumped like 35,000.
Yeah,
But
expensive.
yeah, everything's expensive. Yeah.
Let's see. They have a 5726. No bids.
I love when great collectors get offered something and then they say, "Oh, the market's dead." I got offered something.
The market. That means the market's dead.
I got offered something. That means they can't sell it. I didn't even ask. I mean, I've got, 800,000 in watches, but like I didn't ask and they offered me a watch. Like they shouldn't be doing that unless they're struggling. It's like, no, they probably want you as a customer,
Yep. You're being sucked in.
You're getting sucked in. Yeah. They want you as a customer. I didn't even know they made the 6701 in rose gold still. Did you?
Apparently. Yep.
Apparently.
By the way,
it's not diamonds. It's even more.
Yes, it is. They have a 5976 here. No bids. No bids yet. Sometimes they price these too high. They make the starting bids too high. So, these watches, a 5976 40th anniversary. They want a $380,000 starting bid. That's too high, right?
For the anniversary one, it says 40th, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't they accept 250 as a starting bid and then see how it goes, and then have a reserve maybe in place?
No, I mean that's a pretty nice watch.
We have
the people that are selling these watches don't really care if it doesn't sell. Like they'll just put it on there, and if it doesn't sell, they're not going to be, eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say at these price points.
We've got a 5270R. Current was a single bid of $100,000.
Nice.
5980 two-tone.
Ooh,
beautiful watch. It's beautiful. I knew this would get Brian's attention. Two bids on it, and the current bid is $85,000.
Oh, I'm out.
Yeah. Keep in mind that the Sotheby's, they lowered their buyer's premium from 27.5, I think, down to 20. So it's a flat
Yeah,
flat
that's nice.
20%.
And
It's actually a
then
pretty good thing.
sales tax, right?
Yep, and then sales tax. So, figure
Yeah,
27,
8.5.
28%.
Yeah,
Yeah, what
Yeah.
year is that? What year is that watch? Is it Box and Papers?
probably.
Click on it, man. Click on it.
Click on it, OC. Click on
Dude's
it.
got to know, man.
2014.
2014.
And
Yeah.
it looks like it has papers.
Papers only, huh?
No box. That's like $200. You can get that.
Yep. Patek Philippe presentation box with outer packaging, certificate of origin, May 21st, 2014, leather bifold booklet, setting pin, hang tag, and an additional link.
Ooh, extra
That's
link.
a full damn set. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Beautiful watch.
Then you've got a 5402 with some kind of tropical dial, no bids.
Mhm.
No bids yet. Very, very thin.
Yeah. The old jumbo.
5070
Mm-hmm.
Patek Philippe, one bid, 40,000. And then you have a 3800 Nautilus. Looks beautiful.
Tiny.
Tiny.
Yeah, these are tiny.
Yeah. 40,
It's
no bids.
It's like a 34, 35 millimeter size. It's really, really tiny. You got to be careful on the 3800s.
Did they do a 3800 jumbo, or is that's it? That's the model they had.
No. So 3700 is the bigger one.
Oh, okay.
And I think that one's even smaller than the 5711 by a little bit. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah, but the white will make it look bigger.
You know what? There is no white dial in these Pateks. That's a fun fact.
I know. What?
They're all silver.
Yeah, whatever.
So like
I like
in pictures they look white, but when you see them in person, they're silver. So you're kind of like, oh, okay. I thought it was white, but it's really silver. It's a minor difference, but it does look quite a bit different in person or in some of the videos. Just to keep in mind. It's kind of like yours and mine OC, that the silver, a lot of people call it white dial, but it's not silver.
It does look white. Yeah.
In the pictures, right? Like pretty much.
Yep. Here's a beautiful, I love this iteration of the Daytona. Lot 340. 6263 with the black dial with the black aluminum insert. That's the version I like the best.
Acrylic,
I actually prefer,
I think, right?
What?
I think it's acrylic, the insert.
Okay. So Bakelite or whatever?
No. It's like plastic. I don't know. It's some of them like scratch like pretty easy. So some of the bezels, like if it's actually pristine, can be 50,000 on these. So
just the bezel.
You know what's amazing? What's amazing to me is that OC and I disagree on almost every watch, except when it comes to Daytonas, we like the same ones.
Yeah,
weird as shit.
That is weird.
Yep. Yeah, we do. It is interesting.
Jumbo, beautiful.
Yeah, but let me just talk about this Daytona for a second, because this is like, I think there's a 6263 and a 6265. Both are the ones that I like, but I like the black dial with the white subdials, the black whatever insert, and I actually prefer the pushers without the screw down pushers. And I love that big crown that they do with no crown guards on this case. I mean, I'll accept these screw down pushers on this one, but
so you like the 6262 or 6262?
Yeah, I don't know which one. I can't keep track of them. I can't keep track of the models.
So 6263 has the black bezel. 6265 has the steel bezel, like mine. And then the older one, 6239, has the pump pushers, but steel bezel. And the 6262, I believe, is the black bezel with the pump pushers.
Okay, so 6262 then. Yeah.
Yeah.
If but I'll take this one.
Mhm.
You know, I just like the big crown. I like the fact it doesn't have crown guards. I like the contrast. It's to me the thing about the Daytona is the black bezel. It just makes it pop. Just makes it look so sporty.
Yeah. Yeah. So I had the gold. This was my configuration for the gold one.
Yeah, you have the gold version of this. And then okay, like you said, 50th anniversary, 15500 500 550. That is the 37 millimeter Royal Oak in blue. And we have 3 bids, and the current bid is 38,000.
Mhm.
By the way, what do you think of
Yeah.
the starting bid of 40,000 on the 6.3?
This is the 37 millimeter. Is that right? Or is
Okay,
it the
so
41?
on the AP on the AP it's a 37.
37, yeah. Yeah, that's about right with the 20%, something like that. This is small G's watch, a Mr. G's watch.
Yes, it is
He
exactly.
has a 50th blue now. Yeah.
I think 38,000 sounds high for this when you add fees.
I think it's about a $50,000 watch, right?
Are you kidding me? Really? Because of
Yeah.
blue? Because it's blue?
Blue and 50th.
Okay.
Blue is definitely a premium. Yeah.
What do you think of the $40,000 opening bid on the Daytona?
That's definitely low.
It's low, right? The only problem I see with it is, let me just hold on a second.
There's probably some jankiness to it, maybe, or
Well, if you can see the top where the end link,
yeah, the bracelet's a little janky. Yeah.
where the end link attaches to the case, that's a little weird. Not a deal breaker.
Yeah, I mean, it could. There's a lot of variation on these. Could be service hands, could be service dial, could be service crystal, could be, a million different things.
Let's check it out. Condition report. I'm not going to do
38
that.
without fee, Mr. G.
I can log in, but I just don't want to dox myself, so I'll check it out later. Oh, okay. We have another Stella. One sold yesterday, and it sold for a lot of money, if I recall, at Phillips. I think it went for like a lot of money. This one is the same. This is an 1803 Stella, white gold. This is not platinum. The other one was platinum, if I recall.
Yeah.
A Sea Dweller double red. That means 2 lines of red text. There's a Sea Dweller, and then underneath it, it's got an additional line in red.
That says
Starting bid.
more red here.
More red, yeah. Additional red on this line. We have an Aquanaut, just a regular old steel Aquanaut for 38,000. Current bid 38,000. Really, really ugly Aquanaut on the far right, yellow gold, but with the ugly
That's tiny.
Roman
That's tiny,
numerals.
too. That's a tiny one too. I'm surprised the bid's that high, actually, for a starting bid.
Well, it's
tiny.
that's
It's like a
just ugly.
35. 36, 35, 36. That's nice. Yeah.
Ooh, here's a nice version of a Daytona. 6239. See, you got the pump.
That's mine.
You got the pump pushers. You got the big crown. This one has the white dial with the steel bezel.
Yeah, that's the one I have.
Sweet.
Or the second one. Does this
Current
have
bid.
a folded bracelet?
Let's check it out.
Folded link. Might be. It's hard to tell from the front view.
No, it doesn't.
No. So it does not have the accurate bracelet on it.
Ooh. I like that birth year. Buy it for me, Uncle OC.
1967. You're not that old. You were
Yeah.
born in 1976.
Right, except I got engaged at the same concert you went to your first date with your wife to. So figure that out.
Look at this. It says circa 1967, but if you look at the sales certificate, the guarantee was signed 1970. So it took over 2 years to sell this watch.
I think my parents signed my birth certificate in 1970 because they weren't sure they were going to keep me.
February 25th. If anybody has a birthday, February 25th, 1970, the watch should be yours. I'm actually not that far off from that.
South American. Right?
Argentina, and if you're Argentinian, here's a service. It was serviced in 2011, which is all the service you really ever need.
That's bad.
If you buy this watch and you send it back to Rolex for service, you ought to be sodomized by a pack of wild elephants.
Looks like it's the original case back sticker on it. And there's some little bit of oxidation. Right. Or it just wasn't cleaned. They're like, hey, you know what? We're not cleaning this.
It's probably leaking all that good 1960s oil, too.
Yeah.
I'm guessing this is going to end up in the 60 to 70 range.
Current bid 38,000, and there's interest. There's four bids. So.
Yeah.
So what's the 12? What is it? 28% onto this?
20
20
plus tax.
Well, plus tax.
Yeah. Plus your local sales tax.
So if you're in a no tax state,
yeah.
Let's say you want to ship to New Hampshire, where we have friends. You know,
I have an imaginary friend or a friend with
so it's like 46,000 right now after the 20%, something like that. Rough maths.
Yep. Now let's keep. This is also another 3,800 small. Current bid 26,000. We have a lapis lazuli date just. So we got some more Pateks. No bids on the Rolex. So like there's like 300 lots here of good stuff for you guys to go through. Here's an interesting. I kind of like these meteorite. Is this a meteorite or a meteorite Daytona white gold? 22,000 bid. It looks good on the leather strap. That's how they came, on leather.
These, I think these are still a bit of a value right now with the lack of current meteorite production.
That's right. The Gibeon meteorite. Gibeon. Sorry.
Bueller.
We have some more Protect Philippe's. There's a lot of so go through this. Ooh, look at this. People love these beach Daytonas. Current bid 35,000 for the green beach Daytona. Yes, nothing. These goes for these. They were going for 60 like a few years ago, but now they're pushing more than 60.
Does that have diamonds?
The height they were like 95. That's crazy.
No, there's no diamonds.
No diamonds on the indexes?
No, It's just numerals in gold.
Yeah, empty.
These are white gold too.
Yeah, empty gold batons.
All right.
Nice.
I've got 5 minutes.
All right. Look at this Patek Philippe with a Tahitian mother of pearl dial.
Ooh, that strap is ugly.
Yep. An old world time 5130. Some more. Ooh, the super case. Man, the super case. Daytona with an inverted 6. That means the 6 in the bottom subdial is upside down.
That means it's a Zenith Daytona.
Yep. We got some ugly stuff here. We'll
Ooh,
skip
a
that.
vase. Wait, that's for bright blue. Put the vase.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
go
no.
back to the Mike the Snake vase and the Daniel
Oh,
Ross.
Guys,
Yes, bright blue needs that. Ooh, how much is this? The Omega.
Omega current bid
20.
24,000.
Ooh.
That's which is too high.
Fake news. Fake news.
Too high. I've seen them for cheaper than that. We got some more ugly watches, including one of the ugliest Royal Oaks you'll ever see in your life.
Yeah.
Ugly
Military
APs.
diamonds.
That's actually a good piece if your wife or girlfriend or mistress is blind and you want to give her a Royal Oak with diamonds. There you go. She'll never know how ugly the dial is.
Okay. Guys, if you want to join the panel and contribute to the discussion, the pin is linked and the link is pinned. Just click on it and join, because I think, or we're probably going to end it pretty soon. Honestly, we've been going for a couple hours. So Boston has 5 more minutes. I have a couple more minutes, so we'll probably kill it unless someone wants to jump on. Some more ugly watches. No offense to people who think these are nice, but there's a lot of some more terrible watches. We have a chocolate Vacheron 56. I could see Tim G buying this. What do you think, Boston?
Virtually.
Yeah, he would virtually buy it. He would submit a virtual bid for something over 15,000, which is the current bid. And
It's possible.
5110 world time, really old. These are different. An Omega that looks like a Blancpain to me.
Yeah, old Seamaster.
Expensive. 15,000 current bid.
I
Someone
know.
really wants this. That's
Yep.
expensive. Got an old root beer, GMT Master 2. Oh, got a really ugly looking Piaget. Some more watches that really shouldn't command anything, to be honest. We have a Patek Philippe with a yellow brick road. Hello, yellow brick road. Yellow brick road bracelet.
Love it.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I got to jump.
Peace out. Peace out, Boston Collector.
All right,
guys.
Yep,
Peace.
cheers.
Yo.
Cheers.
Have a great day. Listen, guys, thanks for joining me for this review of the Phillips auction, as well as breaking news about the Rolex factory in Buell, Switzerland. I want to say hi.
Bueller.
So listen, last chance if anybody wants to jump on the panel and talk. I'll stay on for a little bit, answer anybody's questions, or just talk stuff about stuff. Got some cool people in the chat. We still have APIZ in the chat. We have Gilden. Got JB. What's up, JB? Higgins is still here. We've got Ryan Singer reminding everybody to upvote the live stream. Guys, I want to see 40 likes. I want to see 40 likes. So if somebody wants to be the 40th like, start tapping and start clicking. Let's do it. If you are number 39 or number 40, type in your comment in the chat so you can be acknowledged.
Oh man, I was 38. Damn.
Dang it. Close. Who's going to be number 40? If you haven't,
in my life.
If you haven't upvoted already, click on it, become number 40. If anyone wants to jump on the panel, the link is pinned, the pin is linked. It's an open panel. All questions are open. No questions will be turned away. Hey, we did it. Someone hit number 40. Congratulations to whoever that was. Get credit. Claim credit in the chat if you were the person who did it. Yep. So there we go. Jumping on to share the news and have some discussion about the new Rolex factory. Thanks to people who have been wanting me to cover this, and thanks to Hodinky for providing the article.
Did they already own this land and that's why they picked there? Or?
Oh, they researched it very carefully, and they bought this, I think, in the early 2020s.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
A huge swath of land. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like anything else, they're going to have to build up the infrastructure too. Like they're going to have to support the area with housing and schools and retail and infrastructure. So
basically, they're creating a company town.
exactly, yeah, and they probably did it because just they probably did a lot of research on the area and the cost,
Yeah,
and all that stuff.
And the proximity to China for parts and
proximity to China, please.
Oh man, I shouldn't have said that.
Come on, we're gonna have to take the stream down now.
Yeah, damn.
To take down the stream. All right, last chance. We're gonna wrap this up in 4 minutes, unless somebody jumps on. JB, jump on the show. Jonathan, you can jump on, although he's probably gonna want to talk about Longa or some kind of other German watches. Anybody is welcome to jump on.
Yeah,
Last
I
chance.
like Longa. Nothing wrong with Alunga Unsuna.
Nothing wrong with Longa. I went to the Longa boutique in New York last week, and they showed me everything. Longa ones. They showed me Zeit work. They showed me datagraphs. Tried a bunch of stuff on, and at the end, they're like, "Okay, what would you like to buy?" Like, I don't know. I tried the Saxonia Moon Phase, the one that you had. It was, every time I asked, they're like, "Oh, here's our version of the World Time. You like Patek World Time? Here's our version. It's called the, Longa something GMT. Has the city rings around it." I'm like, "Oh, this is pretty nice. How much is this?" This is 68,000. Oh, yeah, it's not okay. Never mind.
I will say again that Saxonia had the most comfortable strap and buckle and tang, the way they engineered the buckle so that the strap goes through it without pushing into your wrist at all, and it stays flat and super comfortable.
Should be for that price. And they said they're like, "Hey," and they brought out a whole bunch of straps, and they're like, "Hey, you can choose any of these straps, and these are made by Jean Rousseau, so you can, they're really, really good." Hey, we have John D in the chat. What's up, John D? Good to have you with us. But you joined late because we're 2 hours into the show, and we're going to be done in 2 minutes unless somebody jumps on. So that's it. We're hitting the 2-minute warning. Question for the panel and the chat from No Endless Time in Germany. OC and Brian, do you like the Odysseus? Brian, what say you?
I like the gold version because it comes on the rubber strap with that really comfortable buckle, and I like the way it looks better than the stainless steel on the bracelet. Although the stainless steel on the bracelet has got a really well done micro adjust. But if I was going to buy one, I would buy the white gold. And I've come close a couple of times, and my problem is, are you ready for this, OC?
I'm waiting.
The Odysseus should be a watch you own after you own a Rolex President. Because if you want the day date function like that and you want something sporty, you really want the President because it's a lot more recognizable, more precious metal for the same price, blah, 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 blah. That's my thoughts and my psychology.
Yep, and no one can fault you for that. I don't love it. I think both this and the Zeit work feature the digital date, the digital time, right? or is this, or am I wrong? So the Zeitwerk is the digital time.
Yeah.
And this one is different. This one is has the date and the day of the week
Yeah.
on both sides. Yeah.
Yeah. And
This
it's
one
got that, and it's got that blank, the first 9 days of the month are just blank.
Blank.
So you're out. Yeah.
I'm out. That would annoy me.
Because when
Yo-
OC's writing checks in the first of the month, he writes 01.
I actually do write 01 for the month and the days. That's out of principle. This is the one you like, the one with the rubber strap?
Yeah. I like the way that looks. I like the rubber and the way it feels. And there's nothing wrong about it, except you can pick them up pre-owned now in the very low 50s. And I like the way it feels and looks.
John, No Endless Time says, I really like the steel one. John D says the Odysseus has its own style, which makes it a great option in the integrated sports watch segment. Really like it.
Yeah.
And let the record reflect that Brian just said he likes the feel of rubber.
I do. I'm more partial to sheepskin, but that's harder to deal with. Yeah.
Brian and Boston Collector, I want to thank you for coming on the OC channel. I want to wish everybody in the chat a great day. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Hit the upvote button on the way out and have an amazing day. Peace out, everyone.